What up, yo? Welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. There are many layers. In my readings, I'm going to touch on a few. It may or may not resonate. So keep that in mind, my friends. Hear me and feel me for best results. Sometimes the roles can be reversed, and viewer discretion is advised. Fantastic. I thought I would do a general deep dive for y'all today. Let's see what we're talking about here today. Okay, or whatever day it is when you're watching this, doesn't really matter so long as it resonates or you're thoroughly entertained. All right, fantastic. Let's get another shuffle on there and we'll get ourselves started. We're gonna do an overall. All right, so overall, what would you like to say to the humans, ancestors? What would you like them to know from my avid viewers who have stopped by for the general reading today? I don't know what kind of shuffling I'm doing, okay? But it's all good. Okay. Overall. All right, so we're learning about the boundaries of pain and suffering. We're learning about the boundaries of sorrow, Okay, so it's bad. It feels bad. It doesn't feel great. But you're alive. You're alive to contemplate it, which is good news because that's what it's for. Okay, that's what it's for, is to send you in, okay, in a way, inside yourself, in a way that is absolute. No negotiation. You're in. Right? Because you have to pull your energy back in order to protect it from the sorrow and the pain, or what caused the sorrow and the pain, and so now you have to reflect on life and how it works and the forces of life and the experiences of life. All right, boom. That's overall. All right, so there's a level of kicking rocks here, and then there's a level of, oh, thank God it's not worse. There's some of that in there. There's some gratitude in there. And also there's some, you're getting seasoned. You're becoming extremely well seasoned. You know how you eat at the Italian, like everybody's soul food, right? Everybody around the world, their soul food, Italians, Chinese, like whoever, black people, whatever, right? Their soul food is well seasoned, bursting with flavor. So that's what the dark side of your experiences are really helping you to be bursting with flavor. Okay, like some blackened fish. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like delicious. Am I right? But it's smoky. You might be coughing. You know what I'm saying? Like coughing your fucking lungs up and shit, So it's a bit of a production deal, but boom, it's worth it in the end. All right? So that's what I'm seeing here. Been through a lot, worth it in the end. Thank God it's not worse. That's what I get there. All right, so let's open that up. What do we say to the humans, ancestors, about that? What about it? Well, someone has burned a bridge, and when bridges are burned, people get hurt. Okay? It's energy breaking. It's heartbreaking. Okay? It is stream breaking. All right? And that is not a beautiful thing. I mean, in terms of don't go do that. Don't go do it for whoever went and did it. Don't go do it. But it caused the change. See what I'm saying? Because in this card, this Two of Earth card here, it represents change, and this is Olofi giving birth to a new world, right? And so she is being observed by the other celestial entities and deities, and they are paying homage and respect to the thing she is giving birth to, which is a new world. Okay, so there's some observation in this card, observation in that card, reflection in that card on the pain, the heartbreak. This is the rock kicking. Okay, the visions that didn't manifest, you know, the creative goals that didn't manifest. All right, and not having the resources or burning the bridge, right? Or somebody burned your bridge or kicked over your sandcastle. It might have something to do on the 3D with someone getting someone else pregnant, for those of you who might be going through that, which there's quite a few people who are going through that, unfortunately. So I totally get it, by the way. All right. And it is a grand insult. It is a grand insult. Okay. But it's still nothing personal, because if someone is acting out like that, you know, that can't be your problem. That's a mental health issue. Okay. Fantastic. Let's move on. All right. In terms of the burning of the bridge, because somebody wanted to do what they felt like doing and they didn't care. And then they had upset and broke the Empress's heart. Here's the Empress card. Here's the heartbreak card. This is the Empress in her heartbreak form. Okay? But at the same time, the seasoning. You see what I'm saying? It's from heartbreak. Like, if you don't have this kind of heartbreak, you can't be well seasoned, because what goes along with the seasoning is that this guy, Guede, in my deck, he goes where angels and demons fear to tread. So because he's been through a level of pain, he's been through a gambit, you know, he's well-rounded, he's worldly, he's experienced. So as you experience this pain, okay, this broken mirror pain, this broken vision, okay, that no one would join in and experience this vision with you, all right, because your vision included people, right, and then they didn't want to be included, and they didn't want you to have your vision. Right. So they destroyed everything for themselves just to try to get at you. You see what I'm saying? And it was heartbreaking, because here's the Empress. Like, what do you mean you don't want to go to heaven? Like, what do you mean you don't want everything good in your life and the best shit? Never fucking heard of it. Never heard of it. Okay? That's how you know the devil's at play. Okay, but somebody wanted to do what they felt like doing. Yeah, they wanted to do what thou wilt. Right? For those of you who know where that comes from, you know how that's a slippery motherfucking slope. Right. Okay, so yeah. So a new world is born. Now, for those of you who someone absconded and started a new world or had a new baby or some such thing, it had something to do with money. It had something to do with money. Okay? They made a family. They spent their resources on this alternative person. Okay, so for those of you who are not going through that and it's just about a change of world, or, okay, could be both things, but the Empress decided to change her world at the very least and get her bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, to get her Chanel. Do you feel me? Okay? To get her Karl Lagerfeld. Okay? And her Valentino purse. I know that is right. Why are these birds over here making all the noise? Okay, God bless you guys, but really? Anyhow. All right, so let us keep going on. Why don't we? Okay. Yeah, somebody is going for the gold. Okay, because we have a lack of resources here, and we got all the resources in the world here. This the old world. No resources. This might also be about you going through a lot and then finally getting to a level in your life where you have long-term stability. Okay? Financial, physical things. This is earth. Okay? This is a 10 of Pentacles energy. Okay? And so this is like a 2 of Pentacles energy, except in my deck, it's not about juggling. It's about changing. It's about shifting. Okay? So, and birthing something new. And so this is a card about having all the resources that you could possibly need versus having none. Okay? Great. Okay. And it's because you went through the shit. You know? So now the lack of fear that you have, because you go where angels and demons fear to tread, the lack of fear is what gives rise to this new world. You see what I'm saying? Because you're different in this new world. You're different in it. So what you produce is different. You see what I'm saying? Like when you was kicking rocks, you was maybe generating this, you know, 10 of Wands energy where shit is a burden, it's a conflict, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, it's not really clearing your path. It's blocking your path. The lack of resources is blocking your will to create, right? Which is heartbreaking, right? Heartbreaking. Well, it's a new world. It's a new world coming. Okay, so here. Oh, yeah, okay. So on one level, if we're talking about a couple of lovers or former lovers, oh, yeah, okay. If we're talking about a couple of lovers here, then somebody burnt the bridge. They did what they wanted to do, which was be with a water sign. That's what they wanted to do. So they burnt the bridge with you, most possibly to prove to the water sign their loyalty, right? Like, I'm not going back. Let me show you, right? Because this they new girl, all right? I'm not going to go back to that other one. So watch me burn this bridge, girl. Right? Okay. And that was heartbreaking. That was heartbreaking. That really was mean. Okay? Because who was that? That was the Empress. Yeah. They burned the bridge to Empress Island. They did. And then the Empress was like, you know, why would you cut your nose off to spite your face? Like, don't you want to breathe with relative ease? Right? Because the water sign over here is going to drown you. You didn't know that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, and also the Empress was destiny. That was going to clear the road. That was going to make it so there's nobody had to kick rocks. The Empress was going to make it so nobody had to kick no rocks. Yeah, absolutely. Right. So now this fool got to kick rocks, and the Empress is like, yeah, good. I hope you hurt your toe. I hope you fuck up all your toenails kicking rocks. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Right? So, boom, she changes the world. And the world changes. Everybody changes, right? This dude changes. She changes. Right? He's got a new family, if that's what it is. We're still on the lovers right now. He's got a new family. It's a long-term commitment. Whatever it is, even if he's not committed or whatever, you know, it doesn't really matter. Now you're connected for life, okay? People say for 18 years, but you know damn well if your kid is 25 and something happens to him, you got to deal with that parent. You know what I'm saying? If the kid wants something and y'all got to collaborate to make it happen, you still got to deal with that parent. So that's for life. For the life of that child, you are now associated with that person. As long as that child is living on this planet, period. Okay? Period. So that's the bottom line. That's what this card represents. Bottom line, connecting the dots. Okay? So, all right. Let's say it's just you. All right? Let's say it's just you. So, then in that case, this burnt bridge or lack of resources, right? Pushing shit to the edge, using it till it's all used up and then you don't have no plan. Right, for the next shit, right? Like, how am I gonna, you don't have none of that, right? Okay, cool. And that was blocking the way forward for you. That was blocking your intuition. Perhaps a preoccupation with the lack of resources was totally getting you down. Having you, you know, kind of rock back calmly, you know, wisely and shit. Looking cool, you know, and everything. But you wasn't feeling cool. You wasn't feeling cool, all right? But you were aging like wine. You know what I mean? You were aging and fermenting to perfection, by the way. Okay? To perfection. because it's a painful process, like the grapes, the squeezing and the violence that takes place to the grape in order for wine to be achieved. You know what I'm saying? From the grape's point of view, damn, So, so at the end of, like blocked resources or a lack of resources or lack in general, and just hoping something can just, something's got to give, you know what I'm saying? And then that blocking your way forward. And also you couldn't see why is this happening? You know what I'm saying? What is the fucking meaning of all this? Why can't I fucking move forward? What is the problem? Okay, well, the answer was hiding in plain sight, is what it was doing. Okay? It was hiding in plain sight because the freaky shit of it is, the freaky shit is the whole law of attraction. The law of attraction is one of the most slippery fucking laws that there is in the universe, I have to say. Because, shit happens and what are you not supposed to fucking pay attention? What are you not supposed to feel that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like something happens to you, a major health scare or a major health issue, or somebody breaks your heart, or somebody hurts a child, or some political thing happens, or there's like, what are you not supposed to respond to that? Come on, keep it real. Because, I hear readers, and God bless the readers, I'm speaking about them like they're my family, and I love them. But at the same time, they frustrate me when they're like, you can't concentrate on what you don't want. You got to concentrate on what you do want to help manifest it. Like, yeah, okay, that's easier said than motherfucking done when you have a Mack truck running through your chest. Hello? How you not supposed to take a minute and reflect upon that shit? Could you tell me, please? Right. So what we have to understand here is the scope and the boundaries of pain, the scope and the boundaries of pleasure, and the fucked up aspects of life. How far does it go and where does it end? You gotta go through some of this shit in order to know the answers to those kinds of questions. You see what I'm saying? So don't beat yourself up if you're having a hard time getting past the idea of lack. Yo, this shit is got its knee on your neck. What the fuck you supposed to do? Act like you can breathe freely when you can't? Right. Okay, so what you do is you pray. That's what you do. Let me tell you something. Activate prayer. Prayer is strategy. Prayer is action. I promise. Okay? I have used this successfully, and when I haven't, it wasn't successful. Just saying. Okay? I recommend that to a friend. Pray. If you can't get up and move, you want to exercise, but you don't have the motivation to do one fucking jumping jack. You just don't. But you really think you should. You know what I'm saying? You really want the results. You know what you do? You get your psychic ass up. Psychically. Okay? On the 3D, you could be sitting still the whole time. Okay? And what you do is you pray. And start going over your blessings. Okay? You can pray and express your frustration to the Creator. The Creator understands that. Creator totally understands that. And the Earth too. The Earth understands that. Okay? And the Earth actually, that's good for the Earth because your grief is like fertilizer to the Earth. You see what I'm saying? Because she's, giving you energy. And sometimes we forget to give her energy back. And fertilizer, she can transform fertilizer into nourishment. Into clean, good, wonderful nourishment. So give your grief to the Earth, just like we give our dead to the Earth. That helps the Earth. That's good for her. That's part of what she eats and consumes, and then she'll change it into fruit on a tree or flowers in a garden. See what I'm saying? So yeah, pray, and pray for, the help that you need. But don't forget to thank God because you're already getting help. If you have the wherewithal to pray, you have enough consciousness and wellness to pray. Then you're close enough to your goals. You're close enough to your goals to get it popping. Okay? Doesn't matter what's going on in the 3D. The 3D is not a real limit for you. Okay? You're being well seasoned. So now you're starting to understand the 3D is not really a real limitation. It's the illusion of a limitation. And that illusion is really there. See, that's the crazy shit of it. The illusion is really there, but it's an illusion. You see how slippery? And then you have to, of course, with the whole world pulling you and your consciousness into 3D, it is hard to remove yourself from that kind of gravity and discipline the mind to concentrate on this change, on this 10 of Pentacles, getting all of the resources that you need. What's happening in this card, however, is you see the lovers embraced in that smoke. That is a sort of prayer that he's praying. He's hoping that by some miracle, okay, by some mercy of God, he can be replenished and restored. Amen. And he can. And he can. Okay? But the deeper meaning is what it was all about. The reflection is what it was all about. And the tenderizing. Okay? Not just seasoning. Now we're tenderizing here with the broken heart. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Because the next person and the next world you live in, you are going to taste so fucking delicious after all the shit you've been through, after all the nuances that you understand now about how to relate to people, how to relate to yourself, how much enjoyment you're going to get out of this world, because you already did your fucking homework. That's why. You get to go outside and play now. Good for you. Good for fucking you. That's what I say. Okay? So that's the beauty of this dude. That's the beauty of this dude here, who's kicking rocks and or reflecting on the sorrows of life and or enjoying his authority. And the fact that he doesn't have to look over his shoulder. He's in the cemetery. Most people are terrified. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to worry about no ghosts, no goblins. He ain't got to worry about no demons. He ain't got to worry about no body sneaking up behind him. He's chilling. Hello? Right. You can't buy that at the corner store. Okay? No, you can't. You got to earn that. You got to earn that. And that goes for everybody. Even the sweet, tender empresses of the world. Okay? You got to be a tough bitch too. Okay? So, that's the name of the game. And here's the bottom line. The bottom line is it's a new motherfucking world for you. It's a whole new motherfucking world. You about to have a new soulmate? Yeah. Okay? Or your shit is getting renewed somehow. I'm just saying. Okay? Whatever it is some soulmate shit. That's all I know. 10 of Pentacles, long-term fucking stability. Everything you need. Everything that you need. Okay? Amen. I know that's right. All right, well, let's go deeper. Shall we? What kind of time we got? Okay. All right, cool. All right, so Azaka la Flambeau. This is our 10 of Wands, out of resources energy. Okay, emotionally exhausted. No more empathy left. Okay, somebody's all cried out. There was no cooperation and there was no gain in the marketplace or in life. We got the Wheel of Fortune here. Somebody's all cried out. Fantastic. All right, so this looks like the end of a cycle. That looks like the end of a cycle. The end of a karmic cycle. It was tough, but you made it. You made it. Intuition. I know that's right. Oh, it may have been intuition about somebody who was holding their emotions back from you. Okay, if we're talking about the couple again. You might, like, in other words, this person is, this is not happenstance. This person did this on purpose to burn the bridge. Okay? They purposefully destroyed the emotional connection. They purposefully did not cooperate and work together as a team. Purposefully did not share their resources with you on whatever level, emotionally, quite specifically. Okay, and they just did what they wanted to do, possibly secretly, on some level. Okay, so let's get into this water sign and or the deeper meaning. Oh yeah, they use this water sign, we're talking about the lovers, they use this water sign as a weapon against God, against God's calling. You know what I'm saying? It's like if God was calling on the phone, he told this guy who burnt the bridge, told the water sign, can you go over to the phone and rip it out of the wall? And God was on the phone. Right. Yeah, we got to reflect on that. Do we not? I know that's right. I know that that is right. Okay? And God was on the phone in the form of, I'm going to guess, this woman. Right? Because then she was like, oh, really? That's how you handle the divine? You know? And if you're anything like me, you wanted to give this person an opportunity not to die horribly. Am I right? Right. Okay, because of course you're down with the creator and you can just put a request in. You see what I'm saying? You're the high priestess. Am I right? So, you know what I'm saying? You could reach out and touch someone if you want to. You feel me? Right, because you have the authority. Why? Because you've been through the shit. Why? Because you're well seasoned. Why? Because you know the pain that you could cause. You know about cooperation making it happen. Okay? And you was 100% on board with being cooperative just for somebody to make war against you and you divine and everybody knows it? I mean, really? Yeah, so you was like, nah, I'm going to give you a chance to live, motherfucker, because clearly you know not what you do. Clearly. Right? I remember I was talking to one of my ex-boyfriends and I was like, only you would piss a witch off. Hello? Who fucking does that? You're an idiot. You know what I'm saying? You're a fucking idiot. Yeah, but, you know, I'm sure he was trying to comfort himself by saying, you don't have no powers. You don't, you know, you're not. It's like, motherfucker, the stakes are too high. What if you're wrong? Did you consider that? See, that's why they got to get their seasoning. You see? Yeah, they got to get their seasoning. Now, if this is you, okay, then this is about the fact that you got no love from the marketplace. You wasn't getting any love, okay, from the karmic wheel. Wasn't dropping, sprinkling no good karma sprinkles on you when it comes to the resources. You know, there was like no empathy. Like the world doesn't give a fuck. Like, fuck you, they don't care if you drop dead. Kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's why you're well seasoned, because you're still alive. And not because these motherfuckers helped you. Not because they helped you. Right. Right. So that they was trying to, you know, and then there's a spirit of negativity and war. There's a spirit of evil, you know what I'm saying, on the planet, working collectively against the light, right? Okay, so they were trying, that spirit is trying to block, it's like a disorganized conspiracy, you know, like it takes forms, it lives in people, people have these beliefs and they follow through, they act on this evil, on these evil philosophies. And who gets hit? The light, the people in the light. Of course, because that's who they're aiming at. You know, so they were trying to block, this negativity is trying to block your intuition because that's your superpower, right? And because here's the high priestess, that's your superpower. The evil things, the evil entities know that. They know that. Okay? And it was like Superman without his powers. You had to hold back your emotions because you were extremely frustrated by this. Okay, hold on. Let me see what timing we're got. Okay, we're good. So you were extremely frustrated by this. Hold on. As a matter of fact, hold on. I'll be right back.